ever feel angry with yourself for not doing something perfectly or for not being able to live up to a certain standard? We all have been there. But even though it feels justified to feel this way, and it is way easier to be tough on ourselves, is it the right thing to do? Is it helping us in any way? You know the answer. What we need instead is unconditional love, unconditional forgiveness, kindness and compassion. Not from our friends, not from our parents or anyone else, but from ourselves. We need self-compassion. It is a way of treating ourselves with the same understanding and kindness that we give others around us when they are going through something difficult or facing some setbacks. Now, you might be thinking, self-compassion is equal to selfishness, but it's not. When your cup is full, only then you can pour into others' cup. And when you are happy, when you are kind to yourself, and when you understand the importance of forgiving yourself, then you will be able to understand other people better, and you'll be able to be more kind and patient with others. Research showed the benefits of self-compassion on physical health. It is found that the risk of getting a cardiovascular disease is highly reduced in people with high levels of self-compassion. When you practice self-compassion, it can help you with developing good habits to take care of your health, to develop good dietary habits and anything that benefits your physical health. And when you're kind to yourself, you are a happier person. And it also helps you to deal better with problems like stress, anxiety, and research has also shown better improvement in people with post-traumatic stress disorder, in people who have high levels of self-compassion. It is easier to bounce back from setbacks at work or even in personal life, helping us to heal faster, get better, and develop the mental strength to deal with different challenges in life. And when we show kindness and understanding towards ourselves, we learn to not take failures very personally. Instead, we take failures as lessons, and we'll be able to ask the question, what can I learn from this experience, or what can I learn from this failure, and move on to the next step you need to take in order to succeed. We no longer see failures as our limitations, but we see them as our motivations to keep moving ahead in our life. And when we practice understanding, patience and kindness towards ourselves, we understand other people better. We are more understanding and patient in our relationships. Instead of being reactive, we become more and more accepting of others. When we are self-compassionate, our level of self-acceptance increases, which helps us become more and more accepting of others, and so our relationships will also improve, whether at work or in personal life. Dr. Kristin Neff said that there are 3 pillars of self-compassion. One is self-kindness, meaning being gentle towards yourself, showing the same kindness and understanding that you would show to a friend. And common humanity, recognizing that we are all human and everyone makes mistakes. And number 3 is mindfulness, being aware of your emotions but not letting them take control over you, how you think or how you act. How do you actually practice self-compassion? Mindfulness. Dr. Kristin suggests that mindfulness, being completely aware of our emotions, our thoughts and self-criticism, can help us respond to those thoughts with kindness and understanding instead of beating ourselves up for mistakes or because we are not perfect. When we face a difficult situation or something which we couldn't accomplish, instead of just blaming ourselves for being incompetent or being unworthy, if we can see other people and recognize their problems, it helps us understand that everyone is facing problems and everyone feels the same way. And when we generalize our problems, it helps us have a sense of shared connection with others, and that we are not alone in any situation that we are facing. When our friends are going through something tough, we immediately spring to action, take care of them, help them process their feelings, and even when we know it is their mistake, we try to make them feel that everyone will do the same thing in their situation. We make them feel better. This is what we need to do with ourselves too. When we have done something wrong or something didn't go according to plan, instead of blaming ourselves, we need to understand that it is possible anyone would have done the same thing. Comforting yourself like you would comfort a friend makes things easier to deal with. And sometimes we think that we might have acted in a certain way, but when the situation actually arises, our response is completely different than we expected it to be. So do not assume beforehand about how you would react or how you would feel in a specific situation. And don't be too judgmental about yourself. Instead, treat yourself as your good friend and be understanding of yourself. Most of our self-doubt, our self-criticism comes from the ideas or notions that we form about ourselves through the opinions of others. What others think about us make us feel a certain way about ourselves. When we stop assuming that all their assumptions are true, and when we make people realize that their opinions might not be true, we regain our true self-worth and we feel more connected to our inner self, and we can be more kind to ourselves. Practicing compassion isn't that challenging if you remind yourself every time you're tempted to criticize yourself, to look at yourself as a friend and not you. You can become more and more kind to yourself. Some things we say to ourselves, we would never dare to say them to our friends. So always see yourself as that friend, and you will develop self-compassion and become more and more self-aware and self-confident too. So I hope in this video you understood the importance of self-compassion and how you can practice it. I'll see you in this video right here. Until then, you take care. If you did like this video, please do like and share it with your friends, and even consider subscribing to my channel. I'll see you then. Take care.